Hi everyone. So this is once again Saravanan. In this video, I'm going to explain how to create custom GPTs for our own purpose, and I will also show you one custom GPT application I have created for my own purpose that acts as a developer for me. Okay, so it gives me the code and the architecture diagram and whatever I ask related to the purpose I have created it for, right? So custom GPT meaning we can customize the GPT's capability according to our own interest, right? So that's how it is. And creating custom GPT is a paid feature that comes part of ChatGPT Plus subscription. But once after we create that custom GPT, we can publish it to the GPT marketplace, wherein all the free users also can use that GPT and they can train our GPT using their inputs and questions, right? So let me quickly show you the custom GPT I have created. It is called Idea to App. I have created this application to create the development uh, aspect of the ideas, right? So for example, the purpose of this application is basically if someone having an idea, but uh, but they wanted to try it out immediately by developing some sample code to validate okay, this will work or not, right? So for that, what they have to do is they have to give the requirement to developer, and the developer has to understand the requirement and they will be converting it. There is a whole lot of cycle is involved, right? But using this app, they can give their idea as a prompt. Okay, they can give as big as a requirement to this application, so that it will suggest what is the technology stack they can use, and it will also provide the code for the technology stack for the idea they have shared. Okay, and it will also provide the directory structures about how to create the code actually, and it will also provide the architecture diagram and rest of the things also it is possible, like how to deploy it in cloud, how to create a CI/CD pipeline for it, and those kind of automation aspects also covered in this app. So it will be the entire cycle time of explaining things to each person, and like a developer and a deployment engineer, and those kind of things will be avoided by using this app. Okay, so I got this idea of creating this custom GPT for my own purpose because initially when I started my company, I was finding it difficult to get some UI developers. Okay, so that's the reason I thought of creating my own custom GPT, and I'm using it efficiently till now. Okay, so in this idea to app GPT, you can see there are sample prompts I have given. Okay, so some sample prompts are how can I build a responsive UI with React, show me the database schema for a task, and generate a Docker file for Flask application. These are some of the application ideas or the coding ideas. So this is mainly for improving the development productivity of any teams, right? So whether it can be used for someone who is having an idea but don't know much of the technical implementation, and they can use this app which will be giving the step-by-step implementation part of the code, like how to create the directories and what needs to be going to each files, so they can easily capture those information and they can create it. Okay, and it also provides architecture diagram, but for the developers who are already knowing it, it will be an even more productivity booster. Okay, so, because they can easily create this application using this application, they can create the code for the implementation, and with the details of what needs to be going, and those kind of things can be possible. Okay, so let me ask, okay, the same similar question, like now, whenever I start using some chat GPT or some custom GPT, I will be asking the capabilities of the particular GPT application, right? So I will be asking, could you please explain your capabilities in detail? Okay, let's see what it says. So now you can see whatever I explained in the as a information, right? So you can see what it is capable of doing by using this prompt, right? So I asked, can you please explain your capabilities in detail? So it is explaining each of the capabilities, like full stack application design and development, and the SEO optimized development, cloud automation infrastructure, cloud provider integration, Salesforce application, CI/CD monitoring configuration, and those kind of things. And it will also provide architecture and design documentation, directory structure and code organization, detailed explanation and instruction for each of the steps. Okay. So it says like I don't just provide the code, and it can do even a lot more things actually. So I also added the support for data engineering tasks and all, right? And content creation and optimization, the basic creation of content we can do, and on top of it we can add our own demo related information that we have captured as part of the demo, and those kind of things we can do. And image UI and mockup generation also possible. Okay. And in this GPT, at the end of each response, it will also provide next steps and recommendations, right? So I will ask, like, now, could you please provide what kind of prompts I can give you? Okay. So I am asking that GPT itself to provide some sample prompts. Okay. So you can see, okay, so it will be detailing out each of the categories it was mentioning above, right? First thing is full stack application. Full stack application, it's like front-end development, back-end development related prompt it is giving, and database design, SEO optimized development, like generate an SJS app structure optimized for SEO for content management system. So these are some of the examples, right? So we can further ask this ChatGPT, okay, could you please elaborate? Okay, this particular example we'll take. Okay, could you please elaborate this requirement in detail and provide implementation for the same? Okay, so I'm giving the prompt now. Whatever I copied from the first example, right? So it is kind of generating it right now. So first thing is it's talking about creative responsive e-commerce website for React. Using React involves several steps, ranging from setting up project to adding core features, shopping functionalities, and kind of things. And it also breaking down each of the steps. First thing is setting up the project, and second step is creating a new React project and install necessary dependencies required for this implementation. And it's, as I mentioned, it gives the project directory structure as well. And see, now it is jumping into the code implementation part. Okay, so from my experience, I have used this application, whatever I created for my own purpose. It is kind of 90% usable code it will give. One or very 10% of the changes only we can do to make it work as per our need, basically. So it kind of improve the overall productivity for anyone involving in development, right? See, now it is also providing state management related implementation, and product listing details also. It is that implementation details it is providing, and responsive design, it uses CSS and those kind of components it is using, and it is also providing code for authentication. You can see in each of the code blocks it is also providing where this code needs to be placed. Okay, and now okay, it is providing the step for deployment. And now in this particular response, it is provided with sample implementation of it is providing this detail of what kind of cloud infrastructure it can create. So if you wanted to further know about this, you can just use this context of cloud infrastructure and ask for it, right? For example, we can provide a prompt. Okay, in point number 6, you talked about cloud infrastructure. Please provide the detailed implementation or details for this, right? If we give that prompt, it will provide the details, basically, right? That's how it is. And now it is providing what kind of monitoring and maintenance setup you need to do, and it is now providing the entire directory structure for this project. Okay, so you can see from the source pages and everything it is providing, right? now it is also providing the next steps. Once your e-commerce website is up and running, you might want to consider each of the points it is mentioning, right? Again, we can copy this each of the responses as a next step, and we can ask ChatGPT or this custom GPT to detail out each of the steps, right? So as I mentioned, I'm going to provide the example of like an example implementation for this cloud infrastructure. Okay, so I'll be adding, you mentioned in point 6 about cloud infrastructure. Please provide details and implementation steps. See, that's it. So this is a kind of example, like no, I would like to call you, like no, show you to you guys, so that you can understand the capability of idea to app application. Okay, so now it is providing architecture diagram as a like no readme file component, but we can also ask this custom GPT to generate architecture diagram using Python code. Okay, so everything it is providing. Okay, so we don't have to know anything from scratch. At least we should be having basic knowledge about development and like implementation and all. So we can use this knowledge to provide it. Or if you have a technical team, and you can give this idea custom GPT app to them, so that they can use it efficiently to improve their productivity, right? So that's how it is. So your team doesn't need to know about like much of the details on DevOps and CI/CD implementation. They can know only basic. Every detail this custom GPT can provide. Okay, they can go through each step in detail and follow as it is, just to like move to one level from next level. Okay, that's how it is. So again, like these responses are very comprehensive as per in my opinion. And if you wanted to detail out each of these responses, we can ask the we can copy the particular query and ask more details about ask more details in this app itself actually. Okay, that's how it is. So you can efficiently use this for implementation. Okay, and since it's a bigger response, we have to click this continue generating, so that it will provide the rest of the responses. See, it is also explaining about CI and CD, because I have optimized this application for helping out end to end for any development team, right? So that from the development till the deployment and monitoring setup, everything can be captured as a requirement, and detailed implementation steps will be possible using this custom GPT app. Okay, so it is. As I mentioned, I will ask for creating Python code for diagram. Create architecture diagram in Python. Okay. So now it is kind of this is a context kind of search, right? Now when we give this input, it will search for the previous response, and it will take the context of it, and it will provide the architecture diagram. In the previous example, we have created this we have asked the question of creating architecture diagram. Okay, so it is providing it. So it was only providing the text kind of architecture, right? But we want an actual architecture diagram, right? So for that, in Python, it is possible using this diagrams package, and we can just copy this code, and I will quickly show you an example of what is the kind of code it has created, right? So yeah, I'll just close other windows for easy Okay, I'm opening a new file and pasting the code whatever is generated by the chat GPT. Okay, and I'm saving it inside my path where I wanted to save this. Okay, cloud infra.py. Okay, I'm using VS Code for this. Okay, and let's see how it is generating. Okay, I'll be running this code now, Python 3, and cloudinfra.py. So that's it. It has generated the image. We will open this image. Okay, so this is how it is. See, it is providing the cloud infrastructure architecture for the particular implementation, whatever we created. So, so it has provided some kind of rough diagram, I would say. If you wanted to adjust the component, you can modify this code according to your need. Okay, so the major part of the components has been added by the code generated by ChatGPT, but we can further modify this code and we can adjust the architecture, right? So here in this kind of code, the cluster is each of this section of this blue box. So we can add and remove, or we can adjust the cluster, add more components and those kind of things. So that is a detailed implementation is possible. Okay, so if you want more questions on this particular code, okay, again you can go back to this chat GPT, whatever chat we had in the idea to app. We can further ask the GPT to modify the diagram according to our need. Okay, so this is about my application. Okay, now I will show you how to create a custom GPT. Okay, and before that, I would like to if you have any questions on this idea to application, or if you like this idea of creating an app, please reach out to me. I will help you create that similar kind of application for your company or your own personal need. Okay. Now I will explain how to create a custom GPT. Okay. So I will go to my GPTs and you can see create a GPT. There is a new button. It will be enabled only if you are a Plus subscriber. Okay. And we can click on it. So OpenAI give a very good interface for creating a custom GPT. Okay, we can create a name and description we can give. There is also something called the GPT builder. Okay, so we can create our own custom GPT using prompts itself. Okay, whatever I have given created as part of idea to GPT, I have predominantly used the the prompt GPT builder interface, which is available in the custom GPT creation, right? So we can give whatever prompts. If you want to create a sales application, like a sales, okay, create a GPT application that can be used to improve product sales. Okay, so I'm just giving an example. Okay, so let's see what it is giving. So it is creating a GPT using this one single line of code. Okay, let's come up with the name for this GPT. So it is asking whether we can have it as a sales booster. Okay, yes, sales booster. Okay, I will go with the recommendation provided by GPT itself. Yes, let's say yes, we can. So now it is also creating profile picture for it. Okay. Wow. See, yeah, we don't have to do anything. Okay, it is giving it is helping us from scratch, and it is also providing icon and everything, right? So I'll say looks good. So it is asking now what is the what should I emphasize or avoid when providing advice on improving sales, right? So now as a salesperson, if you are trying to create this custom GPT, you can just add your inputs in this GPT builder. It will provide you with the fully blown custom GPT application that is that has been created according to your own need. Okay, so that is it is. So once after you can done creating, you can click on create. Okay, so first you can test it within yourself and or within your team and those kind of thing. Okay, and I'm kind of going to test it on my own first. Okay, and I'll explain how can I increase my sales through online. Okay, so now see, it is now we have simply created a sales custom GPT app in few simple steps. Okay, So this is a kind of tip of the iceberg, I would say, the information I would like to share. But there are a lot more in creating custom GPT is involved. And if you want to like to know more about that, creating custom GPT for your own purpose, I would definitely happy to help you actually. Okay, so and I think I would like whatever I wanted to cover, I covered in this session, I believe. If you want to know more about custom GPT and how to use the idea to app created by Cloud Engine Labs, you can just let me know. Okay. So yeah, now once after we created this GPT application, it will be getting listed down in our left side pane, right? You can see that. So that's it, and I will share this idea to app link in the description or wherever possible. And you can just try it out and give the rating so that it is helpful. Or if you have any constructive feedback, also you can just share it to me. I will try to incorporate those. Or if you need any specific feature to be added in this idea to app custom GPT, please share that as well. Okay. And yeah, and that's it, guys. Thank you, and thank you for listening to me all the time. And yeah, that's it for the day. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye. See you.